Tanya Miller, and I am a 1999 grad of Case Western Reserve School of Law. How did Fred Gray impact my career? Well, I think in two big ways. The first being really the moment I walked in the door at Case Western Reserve and learned that this was the law school that produced Fred Gray, who went on to be Dr. Martin Luther King's lawyer during the movement. I knew immediately that I had chosen correctly and I was in the right place. And second, when I eventually chose my career as a civil rights lawyer, that Black lawyers really do belong on the forefront of social justice issues and in social justice movements. So I practice now in Atlanta, not too far from Dr. King's church, Ebenezer, and his home where he grew up. So thank you, Fred Gray, for your example and for being a pioneer. Thanks.
Hello, Fred. Brian Adamson here. I just want to wish you the happiest of birthdays and to let you know how honored and privileged I am to be influenced by your work in civil rights and social justice, and how honored and privileged I am to be connected to you through family ties, through the Joneses and the Seeds. I look forward to continuing your work and having it influence my life work here at the law school and in the law and the legal community. Thank you again, Fred, and the happiest of birthdays.
Fred, it has been an honor and a privilege to be a faculty member at your law school and to have had the chance to teach and write about so many of your cases over the years. It has been one of the highlights of my life to count you as a friend. Have a wonderful 90th birthday, and you have many more.
It's Carolyn Watts Allen, and I am an attorney here in Cleveland, Ohio. I am a graduate of Case Western Reserve University. I started at Case Law School in 1969 and completed my studies and graduated in 1972. Mr. Gray, I just want to let you know that your name was so well known at that time when I finished law school in 1972. The work that you were doing in the South, we heard about it. You were one of the civil rights icons that existed at that time and continued on to do wonderful work in the civil rights field even continuing throughout the 70s. Your reputation inspired me to go into civil rights. God bless you on your 90th anniversary.
I first heard of Fred Gray in the late 50s when I was a teenager in Albany, Georgia. I heard of the great work he was doing in Alabama in civil rights, and he and his work have been an inspiration to me throughout my career as a lawyer and as a judge.
Minister, civil rights attorney, and a fellow member of the Divine Nine, I salute you. Your work in civil rights and equal justice paved the way for all African Americans. My mom was able to sit down on a bus and ride to and from Spelman College because of you. My father was able to catch a bus to and from Hampton Institute. So I'm so happy to know someone of your caliber. Whenever we called on you at Case Western to meet with students or alums, you always said yes. So thank you. I'm most proud that you and Carol are my friends. So without further ado, I'd like to say happy 90th birthday and God bless you. I look forward to seeing you again. Peace.
Attorney Fred Gray, you are the standard by which lives live to be impactful and transformational and measured. You courageously called America to be true to its promise that all men are created equal. I came to Case Western Reserve Law School because of your legacy. And over my 30 years of practice, I have stood on your broad shoulders, reaching forth to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly with our God. Thank you for being my role model and North Star.
I'm Michael Sharp, the co-dean of Case Western Reserve University School of Law. Growing up in Cleveland in the 1960s, I heard the stories of the famed Case grad who represented Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. and did so much to fight discrimination and foster civil rights. I've been privileged over the last few years to have gotten to know Fred Gray during his visits to our school and his lectures that he's given. He's perhaps our most famous graduate, and he inspires us to maintain the law school's focus on racial justice. Happy 90th birthday, Fred. Keep up the good fight.
Is a perfect moment for me to thank you for being a drum major for justice, a trailblazer for civil rights, and a gracious host when I visited your center in Alabama. What a blessing it is to know you. Happy birthday.
I'm not sure if you'll remember me. My name is Jessie Hill, and I worked with you a couple of years ago on a tribute you did for Jonathan Enton on his retirement. And I just want to say that one of the impacts you've had on me is that you make me proud to work at Case Western Reserve University.
Happy birthday to you, Mr. Gray. I can't tell you how much of an example you have meant for me as a lawyer and alum of Case Western Reserve University. When my father first found out that I was going to attend Case's law school, you were the name that he lifted up as the example for a champion of civil rights and justice. And so thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for the example that you have set. I have to let you know too, it was just icing on the cake that you were the commencement speaker for my graduation. I think me getting my diploma and you being the speaker had my dad grinning from ear to ear the entire day. Happy birthday to you, sir.
Happy birthday, Mr. Gray. As a Black law student at Case Western, I am incredibly grateful to you for paving the way for the rest of us. Thank you for your strength and your persistence and your compassion and your activism, and for making the road much, 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 much easier for myself and all of those that come behind you. Happy birthday, and thank you.
Dear Fred, it is my great honor and privilege to have gotten to know you over the past few years as Dean. Your extraordinary work impacts so many people, and these tributes reflect that. I wish you a very happy 90th birthday.
Hi, my name is Nadia Haile, and I'm the Vice President of Case Western's BALSA. And to me, Fred Gray and all of his accomplishments have been so inspiring. And as I consider a career in civil rights, it just feels amazing to know that I went to the same law school as him.
Happy birthday. I don't know if you remember me, but we've met before. I was a young person who went to Selma and was able to walk across that bridge just 2 weeks after the beatings had taken place. So when I got to meet you many years later, I was proud to be able to meet you and to know about the work that you did for the movement and how important it was. That's the message that I have for you tonight. I hope you have a happy birthday, and I'm proud to have known you and grateful for all that you did for the civil rights movement.
Mr. Gray has been a true inspiration to me from the time that I stepped foot on campus at Case Western Reserve. Just, seeing and hearing about all of the great things that he's done, and given the fact that we both have similar roots in Montgomery, Alabama, has let me know that a kid from Montgomery, Alabama can go on to change the world.
Hey, Mr. Gray. My name is Sierra Lipscomb. I currently serve as the Secretary for the Black Law Students Association at Case Western Reserve. Your legal work in the civil rights movement and beyond inspires me to be the best lawyer that I can be, and it reminds me that it's both a privilege and a duty to use my legal training as a force for change. So with that being said, I wish you a very special happy birthday, and may your legacy continue to inspire the next generation of lawyers to come.
Hi, Fred, and happy birthday. What a great occasion. You and I did not know each other back in 1965 when your lawsuit in the Selma to Montgomery March brought me, Dan Clancy, and a number of other FBI agents to Alabama to monitor the march, and then following the march, investigate the murder of Viola Liuzzo, and in my case, travel the state photographing voter registration records, including near your hometown. What a historic and great occasion, and the tremendous impact that it had on my life and my career. Thank you, and enjoy your 90th birthday. Bye.
Fred Gray. I had the opportunity to stand next to Fred Gray when he was receiving the Centennial Award from our law school at Case Western Reserve. And when the statement was being read while he was receiving the Centennial Award, and I was standing next to him, I realized I was standing next to greatness. Fred, Attorney Gray, you are an icon, a hero, and you continue to still inspire me. Happy birthday to you. God bless you on your 90th birthday.
Happy birthday, Fred. This is Robert Strassfeld from the Law School. Thank you for your courage, strength, wisdom, and perseverance over the decades in the struggle for civil rights and equal justice. You set a high bar for us all, to which I am mindful as I try to bring those traits and those commitments to my teaching and writing.
Happy birthday, Fred. It's quite an honor to have the opportunity to say happy birthday to you because of the years that you have devoted to the law school and to our profession. Personally, you've had a tremendous impact on me as a professional and as a person, and I appreciate and respect the quality way in which you conduct your business. All the best to you in the future.
Fred Gray's legacy at the law school, the legacy of his work, and the legacy of his life has permeated both my legal education and my career, helping to shape and form my ideas of how I represent my clients, how I stand up for those who are underserved and underrepresented. And that debt is something I can never repay. Thanks, Fred.
Happy birthday, Mr. Gray. It's an honor to attend Case Western and be part of the Black Law Students Association where you went to school. I hope to follow in your footsteps very soon.